Hey everyone, we're going to re-review Solitaire Clash because they made an update which kind of makes the app a bit better, but I still think it's probably about a 0 out of 10 due to dishonest policies. But we're going to go over that. So now you can watch ads in a lot of different ways in order to basically farm gems and bonus cash a lot more effectively. So you can if you watch all the ads, which does take a long time, so I don't know if it's really worth it, but if you do watch all of them, because I do because I have no life, you can basically get like maybe $2 or $3 of bonus cash a day and maybe like 2,500 gems a day. So that's a lot. And you can enter into free roll tournaments and get even more bonus cash. So that actually makes the app a little bit better in terms of actually farming things and making it worthwhile to stick around. But as it turns out, the app's still very poorly coded and I wouldn't recommend it. Because, first of all, I guarantee there's house bots in this. So you're really not, even if you save up money and play tournaments, good luck actually getting good payday. Here's a free roll tournament that I can enter by watching an ad. I get a pretty good score. That basically indicates I cleared everything. I beat the game within 90 seconds. Not only did I beat the solitaire board, I did it within 90 seconds. Pretty respectable, don't you think? I only got 5th place. Oh, well, Victor, you're just picking and choosing, right? You're making yourself look good. Okay, what about this one? Same thing, except this time I only get 6th. This is one of my favorites, 7,310. That's really good. That indicates that you probably beat it within 50 or 40 seconds. And not only is this not first place worthy, this isn't even worth getting any money. So you're really telling me that you randomly found this many people that had their best game ever against me? And you're seeing a trend here, right? I get good or really good scores, and somehow it's never enough to get in the top 3 or even close to that. What the heck? Like, look at that. That one's a little bit less of a good score. But again, here's another good score, and I get shut out. You notice that, right? You notice how I never get a good score, even if I do really good. This is what always happens in these games. People just come out of the woodwork and shut you out of ever winning. You know, you think you're doing good. Oh, you beat everyone who's played so far. Then like 4 or 5 people complete all at once, and suddenly you find yourself in 5th place and you only get 10 cents when really you should be getting at least 50. Like, maybe I could believe one person beat me, but come on. When everyone else who had played before was getting their butt kicked, how you magically find that many people who suddenly do that much better than me? So that's really shady. Either you're not making fair competitions and you're finding the sweatiest tryhards ever, sort of like saying, oh, it's a fair poker tournament, and then you secretly put Phil Hellmuth or Daniel Negreanu in the playing field anonymously to play against. Yeah, good luck beating them. They're freaking pros. So that's really shady. Or, alternatively, they're house spots. Either way, this really shady crap going on here. And it's especially bad in the free rolls. It's a bit better in the normal tournaments, but the normal tournaments have problems too. Rake. Rake is just ridiculous on this app. So 10% is considered a standard amount on poker games, and even that's a bit hard to beat. But this app takes this to a whole new level. So this one's a $25 tournament, right? Look at how many people enter and look at the prize pool. So 150 is put into the pot, and only 100 ever sees the light of day. And even not that much, as I'll explain in a minute. But let's just say it's 100. That's a 33% rake. That is obscene. And this one is about the same. 48 and only 35 comes back. That's a bit more than 25%. I don't know the exact amount, but I know that 36 would be 25%. So it's a bit more than that of a rake taken out. These are really high rake tournaments. So how are you supposed to win long term? You don't, right? Basically, what this favors is hit and run gameplay. You farm up the free stuff, you play a tournament, and if you win, you cash out before the rake has a chance to catch up with you. And indeed, that's how I've made my money. But even that's difficult to do because they're really shady with their cash out policies as well. First of all, they have this thing called bonus cash. Now, I wouldn't have a problem with that. A lot of apps do this thing called bonus cash where, like, they give you house cash, but you have to actually play through it in order to claim anything. I can understand. They can't just give away free money. You have to, they have to make it a little bit hard, otherwise they go bankrupt. I get that. And on a good app, if you play through this money and you win anything back, all of that money's yours. Like, you go all in for $1 and 2 people call you and you win. Well, maybe not $3 because there's rake, but let's just say like $2.70 of that is yours. That's how it should be. But this app isn't like that. It takes the initial buy-in that you buy into these tournaments out of what you can actually withdraw. So let's just say I buy in for, this is what happened. I buy in for like a $5 tournament and I win 15. Well, $5 of the dollars is taken out because that's the initial buy-in and reverted back to bonus cash. And only the $10 surplus over what I initially bought in is actually put into real cash that I can withdraw. That is really freaking shady. That is really shady. And this bonus cash is useless when you have real cash because it will prioritize real cash over bonus cash. Again, in a good app, like prioritizes bonus cash. If you have $1 bonus cash and $1 real cash and you buy in for $1, it should put the bonus cash in first and you play through that. And only if you run out of that should it start pulling from the actual real cash. But here, it pulls from the real cash first. So you can't stockpile at all. In order to access this bonus cash, you have to burn through your real cash, which is basically the equivalent of shooting yourself in the foot. Why would the app be coded like that? That is so cheap. And again, I don't know if this is different if you don't use bonus cash. Maybe if you deposited $5 and played a tournament, you get the whole 15. But I still think that's really shady. And it kind of makes some of these tournament payouts completely useless. Like, let's just say I buy in for $5 and I get third place. Wow. So I only get 90 cents of withdrawable cash. That's a lot, right? Totally worth my time and effort to farm up for that crap. Oh, but I can't even withdraw that because there's a $2 minimum of what you can withdraw, which is really nice. So basically you have to play higher buy-in tournaments to make sure that you actually get enough to withdraw in the first place. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. If you only win 90 cents, you can't access the money. You have to play another tournament and risk losing everything, which you probably will lose everything with the house spots considered. And also, the fact is, there's a $1 processing fee. So again, I remember I won a $5 tournament and I got second, right? I got $9.10. Oh, I'm rich. I go to withdraw and only like 4 or 3 of it's actually something I can withdraw. That's not fair at all. Oh, actually, no. Only 2 of it's something I can withdraw when you consider the processing fee, which again, I just all these things combined make this a really shady app. And they don't tell you any of this up front. So this is a really, really shady app that just kind of pulls all these aces out of their sleeve in order to shut you out of winning any real money. House spots, so you never place high. Bonus cash that isn't prioritized over real cash. You can never actually use all of it properly, and you just shoot yourself in the foot if you try to spend past a certain point. And also, penalties if you try to withdraw. You have to pay a processing fee, and you can only withdraw surplus money that you've won over the initial buy-in. Oh, and I forgot to mention another thing they do. Every time you withdraw, all your bonus cash is forfeited. So again, that's really nice. In my previous example, if I play $5 and I win $10, and 10 of that's real cash and 5 of that's bonus cash, if I withdraw the $10, that $5 of bonus cash should still be waiting for me to play later on. But that's not how it works. Because I withdrew money, you forfeit all your bonus cash. It's just, again, all these shady things combine to make it very difficult to actually withdraw money. And you can win money off of this, yes, but is it worth the time and effort you put in to get piddling paydays? And I say piddling because how are you supposed to make any real money when you have all this crap working against you in the background? Now, admittedly, I am still playing this app, if only because of the free farming. But I'm kind of just looking for anything better that I can take an excuse to go to. Right now, it's just a placeholder. I'm definitely not going to stick with this app long term for the simple fact that it's not worth the time and effort that you put in. It really isn't. You know, you put hours of your time in to farm this crap up and you only get a couple bucks back. Would anyone work in a job like that? 10 cents, like 30 cents an hour pay? No. So why would you do this? Like, there's better apps out there. I guarantee it. So I would advise doing those and steering clear of this unless you have no other choice.